Hey everybody, got a really cool video for you today. So my friend from back in elementary and high school, we went to school the entire time we were in school together, started a business with Scentsy, and I've got to tell you, it's been super impressive to watch her grow that business over the past few years and become extremely successful with Scentsy. At least by my standards, I believe she's extremely successful. I thought it would be cool to interview her and kind of get some feedback on how you guys, if you want to start a Scentsy business, can do just the same thing and become financially independent and really just make it a full-time job if that's what you want to do. So this is coming from someone who, in my opinion, is an expert at Scentsy, knows just about everything you could possibly want to know about it. And I really think it's important to at least listen to what she has to say, whether you're interested in Scentsy or not, because this can give you a really good perspective about what you guys can do to start your own businesses from home and work from home, because we need more and more of that stuff nowadays, especially with everything going on in the world. Working from home is the way to go. So let's get into this interview. So thank you obviously for being here today and doing this interview with me. Due to the pandemic, we are not able to do this in person. That's okay. So start off just telling us when you decided to be a Scentsy consultant and what sort of drove that decision for you.
Hi y'all, my name is Jessica Carver. I am an independent Scentsy director, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my journey with Scentsy and why it would benefit you to become a Scentsy consultant as well. So I started Scentsy 5 years ago now, and I started because my consultant who I was buying from and who I was hosting parties for decided they didn't want to be a consultant anymore. And I didn't know any other consultants, so they kind of pitched it to me, I'm not going to sell anymore, but if you want to, join as a consultant, you can buy from yourself and you can continue hosting your parties and, earning free and half off products. It took me a few months. At first I was like, oh no, definitely not. I'm not the selling kind of person. Don't want to do that. Not going to make anything out of it. It's just not going to happen. It's not me, right? Fast forward a few months and I ended up joining because it kind of got real that they weren't going to be a consultant anymore. And I was like, well, where am I going to get my Scentsy? I might as well just buy it for myself if I'm going to, be buying Scentsy anyway. So I would make the commission off of it. And I would still, like I said, be able to get, host rewards, which is what you get when you host a party with Scentsy. Why pay full price when you don't have to? So I decided to join. And a few months later, I found out that, actually, I think it was 2 months later, I found out that I was pregnant with my little girl. I kind of had a decision to make. I was like, so am I going to keep doing this or not? So when I started with Scentsy, I had a pretty good start. I earned two of the Fast Start awards that you can earn as a new consultant with Scentsy, Shooting Star and Sensational Start Level 1. So that was really neat, and I was very surprised at how well I did starting out. I really was enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. I decided to just keep going with it. I was like, I had the flexibility to make it just a side thing and not have to do it. I didn't have to put a ton of effort into it. I was sharing the product and people were buying because they were seeing how I used it and how it would benefit them. I decided to just keep going with it and just kind of see where I ended up. But for the first maybe 2-3 years of the business of me, running the business, I left it as a side gig kind of thing. I didn't do a whole lot with it. I did enough with it to, get a paycheck out of it every month. And like I said, to earn my free and half off Scentsy, so I didn't have to pay full price. I did that, and then about three or 4 years into it, I kind of decided, okay, listen, I know I can make this more, so why don't I just do that? I changed my mind, and I know that sounds like, okay, well, you just changed your mind and that's what you did. Well, it is what I did. And I changed my mind and I put action behind that to go a little further with it than I was before.
That's a really cool story of how you started out. It really is. It speaks to what I think a lot of people can relate to in terms of wanting a product and buying so much of the product that it almost just makes sense to sell it yourself and collect that commission. So that's a really cool story. Tell us about some of your other experiences with Scentsy, because I know you've had so many great ones since you started, and that's why I really wanted to do this interview, because your story has been amazing.
Scentsy offers other incentives, not just for new consultants, but for, existing consultants as well. The first one that I earned was a smaller incentive. They gave us about 4 months to, you had certain sponsoring and sales goals that you had to reach during that time. And you would earn, I think it was like some new season sales kits, which is just a product that you get for the new catalog early. and a couple other things with it as well. So I earned that, and I kind of did it because I really just changed my mindset of, oh, I can't do this, it's not going to happen, to, okay, I can do this, let's see what I need to do to reach, the goals that I need to reach. So I earned that smaller incentive, and then the next incentive that we had was a 6-month incentive, and it was for a trip to or a cruise to Bermuda. That was exciting, right? Like I had heard of, and they were doing this before I started earning them, but I had heard about all these crazy cool trips that people were taking, and Scentsy was paying for it because they were earning it through incentives. I was like, man, it would be so cool to earn, to go to Bermuda. Like I've never been to Bermuda. I've never been out of the country before, anything like that, right? Again, I kind of just made up my mind, okay, listen, I'm going to earn this. It's going to happen, and I'm going to put whatever action behind it that I need to earn this trip. So I ended up earning the trip. It was actually canceled instead of going on the trip because, the whole pandemic started right around that time. They instead paid us out cash. I was very grateful to Scentsy for that because they didn't have to do that. They had it planned that we were going to make this trip and we were going to have a good time and everything. And there was all kinds of extras we were going to do, like snorkeling and stuff like that. But it wasn't just that. They really wanted to recognize us for the hard work that we put in to earn that trip. So instead of just saying, oh, well, you're out of luck, they paid us out for it. It was really cool. If I hadn't known already, that would have been my eye-opener to how much Scentsy actually cares about their consultants. They're not just trying to make money off of us. They really want to recognize us for the things that we do and to reward us when we work hard to earn something. That was really exciting. Even not to get to go on the trip, it was really exciting that I earned it in the first place. And Scentsy has these incentives all the time. Usually there's a couple months between each incentive to kind of give you a little break, give you a breather. But it's really cool that they continue to offer these incentives like this. I don't know if the one that we got this year is going to happen yet or not, because again, we're still under restrictions in different places, but I'm really excited about it. I think it's really cool.
Very cool. They do seem to offer quite a few incentives there. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little bit jealous of that trip to Bermuda. Even though it didn't happen, I know that you're going to have a ton of these trips coming up in the future based on the way that you sell with Scentsy. I don't know many other jobs that give you vacations for doing well. I wish mine did. So what specifically makes Scentsy a good choice for someone who wants to start their own business?
Scentsy is really what you make of it. So first of all, anybody who is 18 or older can sell Scentsy. We also have Scentsy in multiple other countries. It's not just US based, it's basically all around the world. We have regions 1, which is Canada and the US, and then region 2, region 3. Scentsy is a good choice for somebody who wants to start a small business, in part because of how much Scentsy cares. Scentsy has, a ton of free training on Workstation to get you started. And Workstation is our back office online that we use to put in orders, to learn things, to keep up on what's coming out with Scentsy, new products, things like that. I also have a team page. I have a team page that is for my team and my group. My group includes anyone below me who has a director between me and them, and I am a director as well, of course. We have our team page. We do weekly trainings on our team page. We have a lot of very helpful people on our team page. A lot of our team and group are newer consultants, but we also have some that are seasoned consultants, have been on there for a while, and really can help if I'm not available for whatever reason. I also have a new group I just made up here recently that is specifically for new consultants joining our team so that they can get some more helpful training as far as, day 1, start with this, day 2, start with that, all the way up through your first 15 days with Scentsy. Since your first 15 days with Scentsy is when you have to earn the first Fast Start Award, which is called Shooting Star. And like I said, Scentsy is what you make it. I have, of course, a daughter. She's 4 now. And I have a husband, I have a house, I have a full-time job that I work outside of the home. Right now I'm inside the home, but usually it's outside of the home. And then of course I work Scentsy as well. And like I said, for a long time I worked it just as a hobby. I now work it as much more than that. It's your choice how you want to run it. You can join and, hit the ground running and do as much as you want with it as possible, and really, shoot for director, shoot for whatever you want to, whatever your goals are. But that's the thing, is whatever your goals are. So if you just want to do it as a hobbyist and get your Scentsy free and half off and earn commission on your friends' purchases, go for it. That's totally fine. My point though is, even if you're a busy person, you can do it, believe me. And I don't say that to discourage anyone who doesn't have, multiple things going on. Whether you don't have a job, don't have anything going on in your life as far as outside work, or you don't have children or whatever. My point is, it's open to anybody. You don't have to limit yourself based upon what you see as, me in my life, what I'm doing, or what you see anyone else doing. There are some people that work Scentsy full-time. There are some people that choose not to work Scentsy full-time, and they, still have their outside jobs, still have their families, of course, whatever the case may be. Fur babies, they count too. It's what you make of it. The compensation plan that we have is also based on around that as well. There's no minimum sales requirement as far as what you have to sell to make money. Anything you sell, you're going to make money off of. You start out at a 20% commission, and then after your first 1,000, you get a permanent raise, 5% raise to 25% commission, which is really cool.
Sounds like Scentsy is a business that's really good for just about anybody who wants to get started selling casually or taking it really seriously. And being able to get started with it seems super easy, especially when you've got an awesome team that you're going to be joining and going into. Sounds like all the support's there. So I really do like that. Something I always recommend to everybody. If you're getting into anything new, make sure that you have the support system there. And my friend Jessica, you could not have better support. She knows what she's doing, and I've seen how she's helped her team grow their businesses over the past few years as well. It's been amazing to watch.
Bottom line, if you have questions about joining Scentsy or about owning your own business, anything like that, feel free to let me know. My email address and all of my information is going to be linked down in the description, along with our income disclosure statement, which tells you, what average consultants make yearly. A lot of people don't plan on making Scentsy a full-time thing, so they may not make as much as others make, which is fine. But then there are people who really, like I said, hit the ground running, or decide at some point in their business that they want to hit the ground running. They want to just get going and make a big thing out of Scentsy for them to, change their life, change their financial situation, whatever it may be. That's the people who make above average earnings. Hope that helped give you a little perspective on being a Scentsy consultant, joining as a Scentsy consultant. We'd love to have you on our team. I think it would benefit a lot more people than people realize. Because they always feel like they can't do it. It's not just about selling Scentsy. Your journey with Scentsy is about sharing the products and, helping people solve problems. You got a smelly house? Okay, we can fix that for you. You need laundry detergent? We can fix that for you. We have so many different products. It ranges from, wax and warmers is what we started out with, but we also have laundry. We have a whole body line. We have a kids line, with different buddies and things like that. We even have partnerships with Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilms, which is Star Wars, of course, and it's really neat. And we're, making new partnerships every day. We just got NFL and NHL last year, so that was really, really cool. And Scentsy, like I said, Scentsy is all about us. They listen to our feedback, they listen to our ideas, and they act on those. And that's how we've gotten these partnerships. This is how we have grown as a company and as a business full of consultants who work that business. I hope this helps out. If you have any questions, please let me know. All my information is down in the description. Thank y'all for watching.
So that's really cool, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here today and for sharing your story with all of the people watching this who are maybe interested in starting their own business but don't know where to begin. Sounds like you provide an amazing support system there for them, a really great team that they can be a part of. That's something that I always love to recommend to people. If I'm going to recommend that somebody look into a specific product or selling a specific product, I've got to know that the support is there, because I'm not going to recommend something I don't personally believe is good for my viewers. This, I think, is really cool, and I think that if you're wanting to start your own business, this is a really cool option. Definitely check out the link I'm putting in the description. It's my friend Jessica's website, which is also the website where you can sign up to sell Scentsy and be a part of her team. Again, I just think that she's an amazing person when it comes to selling this stuff. I've seen her take a business that was basically non-existent, as she even told you, and turn it into something that is earning her free vacations and really has become a successful business for her. Like she said, if you have questions, you can reach out to her. Again, her contact info is down in the description. Just check out that link and it's going to explain everything you need to know about getting started with Scentsy. In terms of startup costs for a business, it's really affordable. It surprised me when I checked it out. And again, you guys know I wouldn't recommend anything to you that I don't feel good about. I do feel like that if you sign up as part of my friend's team, she is going to do everything in her power to make sure that you're successful. After knowing her pretty much my entire life, I can vouch for her character, and I can tell you that she's genuine when she's telling you how this business has changed her life for the better. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of these interview type videos. I think it's so cool to see and hear the perspective of someone who's actually done this stuff, started these businesses, tried these things, so that you get a firsthand, honest, 100% honest opinion. And I'll see you guys later.